assisted living. First of all, for those who don't know exactly what assisted living offers or what we provide, the continuum of care on St. Anthony has always lacked the assisted living. So in the last couple years, they really devised an amazing plan to bring this to the community. So we have independent living at Orchard View that connects with the sidewalk over here. So we invite those tenants over here all the time. And then as well as our nursing home and dementia care up at the hospital. So assisted living is that middle piece of independent type tenants that could benefit from nursing services. So we provide whatever services that tenant directs us to do, from bathing to laundry. We provide all 3 meals, so it's kind of like a wonderful hotel for senior citizens, and they tell us busboys what to do, and we do it. So it's worked out really fantastic for all of us so far, and it is a gorgeous building. I know that there was so much work that went into it for the past 4 to 5 years to bring it to light. So we're very thankful to work here. All of us staff feel very blessed, and we love our tenants, and we are starting to fill up our rooms. So we, as the nursing home as well, always has a very great waiting list of people, but that doesn't always mean they're quite ready to come, or they have a home to consider selling, or wait until the children are home to help move. So that's where we kind of are right now. We have 10 tenants currently. We have 36 apartments, so we're definitely room to grow. We have a fantastic waiting list that we continue to work from. We've got a couple ladies coming to join us in October, so we're excited about that. In all of senior care, we're always looking for the men. The ratio's never quite 50-50, so if you know any men who want to come join us, we'll cook and clean. A couple other things that make our building unique. We have a consultant that comes out of Cedar Rapids, and she does the entire state of Iowa and sees numerous assisted livings, and she, whether we pay her to say this, but she says ours is one of the best, so that's wonderful. But to have a chapel in an assisted living is pretty miraculous, I think, and then also to have a pub is pretty unique. So we are definitely Carroll in that we have our church represented, and we have our faith base, and we're very spiritual, and we also like to have a beer every now and then. So we strategically place those close to each other. And then our staff, I just want to mention our staff. We got the opportunity to handpick all of our people and interview early before any of the tenants came, and we brought on our staff a month before any tenants even came to us, so that we could really make this family and make this team, and that's been incredible. We have the best team of caring and compassionate staff, so they're all working back there or currently hiding right now, but just a quick round of applause for them, please. Our tenants, our beloved tenants. I did ask Rita and Paul to visit today. Rita is actually an author. I have to throw that out there because she wrote a fantastic book. I'm like a third of the way through it, but I'm still working through it. But they're just a very happy couple to represent us, I think. I think that Garden View has been a blessing to them, and it's been a blessing to get to know them. So I asked Rita and Paul to visit for a little bit with you. So I'll turn it over to you.
I'm going to get behind my chair so I can fall on it. As a client, and for all the clients, I want to welcome you to Garden View. It's truly a wonderful place, and I speak for all of them today. They aren't all here for the same reason, but I think there's a common thread between all of us as clients, and that is we needed better health care. And so we asked ourselves, well, where do we go? And Garden View was the answer. And so we're so thankful for that. For Paul and I, we've only been in Carroll for 3 years. 3 years today, we moved into our home down on on Main Street in Applewood Knolls. And we moved in September, the end of September, and by February, we found ourselves in the doctor's office with an infection in Paul's leg. And from then he spent 180 days in the hospital with 6 surgeries, and by October was faced with the question, do you want to die or do you want to have your leg taken off? So that's one of the reasons we're here. We've struggled the last year and a half with that. He does well with walking with his prostheses, but he had a lot to learn. I don't want pity. I just want you to know life isn't always what you want it to be. And so we've been given an entirely different lifestyle, but hopefully we have accepted it, and we'll move on and we'll do well. Okay, what's good about this place? Everything. Everything is good. Carrie, the staff, the cooks, the activity director, everything is good. We felt so welcome when we came. The food is excellent. It's actually like going to a 3- or 4-star restaurant 3 times a day. We get menus, we get choices, the food is hot, and the food is delicious. And you can't beat that. That's pretty good. The chapel. I don't know if many of you know this, but we have mass streamed in every day from St. Anthony Hospital. So as Catholics, we can go to church service every day. And we also have scripture service for the non-Catholics. So we want to make everybody feel welcome here. But it is a big asset for us. And the chapel room is also very versatile because we also watch movies and have popcorn in there. They have a big screen down. We've had some excellent movies. And we also do some of our exercises in there. We have games in there. The little preschool kids come over and entertain us, and we do some of that in there. There is actually a kitchen off of the chapel that they can open the doors and open it to a kitchen. So it's also a family room for when our families want to come. So that's a very, very versatile room. Our activities, Gina is our activity director, and I'm telling you, she thinks of more things to do. We either are making something or baking something every day. We had an apple pie contest. During State Fair, we had snow cones, we had cotton candy, we had hot dogs, we had food on a stick, we had everything that State Fair could have ever offered us. We have paintings. You see some of our artwork in the windows here. I had never had a canvas in my hand in my life, so that was an experience for us, but we had that opportunity. So that is endless. Also, we have exercises every day. Now, that doesn't sound like very much fun to some of us, but it's something that we really need, and they offer it every day. Every day is different. Sometimes we go outside and walk in the beautiful gardens. Sometimes we stay in. She works us really hard, and then sometimes she has a really easy day for us. So she makes it fun for us. We have movies on the big screen on Saturdays. Every Saturday we have excellent movies, which we enjoy. And we also watch the Iowa State game on the big screen, so that was a plus. For our services, we have laundry. We have, they clean our room every week. They change our linens every week. We have transportation no matter where we want to go 3 days a week, even if it's to cards or if it's shopping. They take us with their van to those places. So it's everything that we ever ask for. We don't even have to go outside if we don't want to. We can have our car here if we want to. There is parking space. Not all of us have cars, but we exist very well without one. And the best thing about the whole place is that we can kind of do what we darn please. We don't have to do anything if we don't want to. We don't have to go to exercises if we don't want to. Or we don't have to go to breakfast if we don't want to. But everything is there for us to do. I do want to invite every one of you down to see our apartment. It's furnished, and you might like to look around. It's the first one down the hall to the right. It's got an Iowa State flower in front of it, so you can't miss it. But feel free to walk in and look at the apartment, because sometimes it's kind of nice to see what the apartments are like. And so you're very welcome to do that. Also, when you're there, look out the window and see the beautiful garden view. The garden is beautiful. It's beautiful to walk in. It's just beautiful to meditate, to sit, and think in. Paul has a few things to say, so I'm going to turn it over to him.
Thank you. Greetings to everyone. One of the freebies we get by living here, Upstairs we have a beautiful fireplace room. We can relax, play cards, visit. We have church services there. Just an all-around good room. There's also a computer up there if you want to use that. It's free. There's free cards to mail out, you get stamps to furnish and everything. Also we have an exercise room, which you have a treadmill and a bicycle. And I'm forced to ride the bicycle as much as I can because if I don't, my leg will shrink completely to nothing. When I first got on it, I would have trouble. There's a little saddle I put your heels in. My foot doesn't have bend, it does flex a little. You jump out of the saddle. So I asked the staff if they could help me. And the next day we had a therapist and a guy from the hospital over, looking over, measured up. Yeah, we can fix that. The day after they come back with a plastic saddle about 6 inches high and about 8 inches long. Velcro sits in the back of my heel so my heel stays in there. I have no trouble. I take it out when I'm done so it doesn't bother anybody else. Next to that was the doctor's office. The exam table in it, in case you get sick fast. And also a computer, you can draw up your records wherever they need, whatever hospital you belong to, previous, or whatever doctor you've been to. It's a perk that is furnished free. Also behind the TV, below the TV over there, you look, there's little silver handles. That's our pub area. I guess they hold liquor, I think. One of them does, I know for sure. You have your own key, so it's private to you. Friend stops in for a drink, you're right there, they go to your room to get it. Have a drink. Or as the kids say, Dad, it's 5 o'clock someplace. So. Also, they're ready to the chapel. It is a wonderful room. We already have it booked twice for our family meetings this before Christmas. So I would say the food here is excellent and the service is much better. Could never have a better place to live. Thank you.